Hey loved ones, it's Danny here with the weekly reading for your littles. So we have a different setup and it's loud because I have a child, and what I don't want to do is stifle my child's happiness and energy to accommodate for what I'm trying to do. So if you hear it in the background, they are being happy as a clam, and that's how it should be. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a theme for the week. On top of that, each sign will do it based on element. So I'll pull 4 cards from here, 1 for each element, and then we'll go individually per each sign. So you get a more layered message for the week for your child. So let's go ahead and see what the, oh, cool. That may be it. For the month of, or not for the month, but just for this week, for the week of April, the 25th through the 29th. My bad. It's the 25th through May 1st. So for this last week in April, what Spirit is wanting us to know is that somehow between us and our children that we need strength. So we'll go ahead, we'll start with the earth signs first. We'll figure out what they need, and we'll move forward. So these are already been pre-shuffled. So for our earth signs, they have assessing in reverse. Trying to take the glare off. But you can see that in this last week of April, there's some kind of miscalculation. They're assessing. In the upright, it tells me that this person is like looking over things with a fine-tooth comb. Observation. In reverse, there's things that maybe your child isn't seeing. They're not going over the details with something. Maybe they're rushed. It's like school is almost over. I don't feel like being bothered. So there must be something in this last week of April that our earth signs are not assessing properly. There's something that they're overlooking, something that they're not looking at the details, something that they're avoiding. Something to that nature. So let's go ahead with our cardinal sign, our Capricorn. You can enjoy the lovely background music. So for our Capricorns, in the last week of April, they're speaking up to bullying. Now, I don't know if you follow May's, which is already out for Capricorn. They had an issue with bullying before. So I don't know if they stood up to somebody who was bullying, or somehow that's an issue. There's a bully at school and they're needing strength. They're having a difficult time assessing or seeing things properly. There could be some gossip going on, or that's involving your child, where they may get wrapped up with the wrong impression of someone. Yeah, so we have turquoise in reverse. It says awaken your empathy. It could be something where, because in the upright it tells me that you're being encouraged to awaken your empathy. And when it's in the reverse, I'm getting a resistance to awakening empathy, turning a blind eye, possibly for some, afraid. Like there's a fear. There could be, again, I feel like there's some kind of influence of a clique involved. That is, for some of you, it's steering your child in the wrong direction, where their lesson may be that they have to stand up to bullying by calling somebody out that's a close friend that's mistreating someone else. And I feel like that is it for, that's the message for some of you for your children. Because in the upright, there's blocks in reverse. There's blocks to your child awakening their empathy. There could be, some blocks of their own. There could be peer pressure. Is, something is hindering this awakening to the empathy. For some, it could be that it's already awakened, that they don't have to. And the scenario for your children could be that they are standing up to a bully because they have a charge or a call because of this empathy that's within them. But the overall message is that something needs to be reassessed. Something needs to be looked at differently, or there's some hindrances in seeing something or assessing something properly. They have the humor card. I feel like humor, and I feel like also this involves you too. That's throughout this week, there is some joy. There's a perspective change that's going to be necessary for them during this week, to have a shift in perspective, some joy, some humor, something that is going to help them shift or change their perspective on the situation. They may reach out to you. Also, it could just be like having a conversation with a male figure, a grandfather, of a dad, an uncle, but some kind of male figure that gives some perspective. They can see things differently, and that helps to lighten the situation or provide a different perspective of what's happening. But I am definite, and I don't like to use that word because I feel like it's overused. I do see a message about being brave. Today I will speak up instead of being silent, even if it's hard. So I feel that for your Capricorn children in this last week in April, and if you again look at the message in May for Capricorn children, it has to do with bullying. It's something about bullying. It's speaking up for someone, and then in turn they may be the target of being bullied, or they may have to stand up to the bully, or they may turn to trying to one up the bully by being a bully themselves. But your child is going to need your help this week as as it comes to bullying, standing up, having empathy, letting this empathy grow more this week for them. So let's move on to our Taurus children, which is our fixed sign. What is this message about ascension or assessing something? So they may be having, they may be having a heavy week for themselves. It's okay to feel sad. There's something in their emotional nature where I feel like it has to do with them. Their feelings about themselves, probably their self-confidence, their self-esteem, something let them down. We have the silver card in reverse. It speaks of being persistent, and perhaps I feel like something may have happened that they've lost their drive. The wind got knocked out of their sails. They want to be persistent, but they lack the confidence. They don't know if they can do it. There's something dealing with empathy here. Whether this is you helping them, or you utilizing empathy to help get them out of this rut, helping them to see things differently. Let's see if we can get some more information. And so in the reverse, they have, I am making a positive difference. Today, I will find a way to help someone who needs a friend, a hand, a meal, or a few kind words. I feel as though, and obviously this isn't going to be for all Taurian parents, but I feel like something happened at school where someone knocked the wind out of their sails. They were working on a project, they were doing something or working on something within themselves, and someone said something that hurt their feelings. something didn't go their way as well. There was this investment, something did not go their way, or something will not go their way this week that really has them bummed out, or something happened last week, and so they're in this energy where they're processing it. Perhaps it's, they didn't assess correctly how something would go, and they feel let down by it. And I feel that they're definitely going to need your empathy and understanding to help them this week. I feel like I also hear a voice, a child's voice saying, I just wanted to help somebody. Their best intentions, something went awry where it didn't produce the outcome that they hoped. Perhaps there was some kind of backlash that they didn't, assess for or take into account. But it knocked the wind out of their sails. What's the point? What's the use? So I don't know what it is specifically, but I just get this sense that there was something that they were really into, a passionate goal. Something went awry, whether it was an external force through people sabotaging it, or something logistically just didn't work out where it could not happen. And they feel bummed about it. It could be something so simple as, planning for a trip that didn't happen. It could be, it was something a project that they were involved in and something fell through, something that they miscalculated. So I get that. I get something about a miscalculation, like I've said before, that causes, them to be a little bit down. But like I said before, your empathy is going to play a big role in helping them move forward. So thank you so much. And now we are going to move on to our Virgo children. Uh-oh. Somebody's being a little selfish, perhaps. Yes. I see arrogance in this last week for your Virgo children. We have I respect nature in reverse. You can see that this person is all about, the birds and the little tiny bees or butterflies, and not in that respect, but just nature, loving nature. And I feel like there's just a disregard. Like, I don't care. I want to do it my way. Why do I have to do that? There's just the thought of doing something for nature just seems like, I don't want to do that. I have the lavender card in reverse. It says connect to mind, body, and soul. And so this also could have something to do with nature too, where your little one may just like be out of sorts, some kind of internal, like just not in tune, not wanting to be in tune. There's definitely, I feel like you going along with this message, you may have to set some boundaries. You may have to tell them about boundaries. They have the boundaries card in reverse. So for some of you in your children's situation, it could be that boundaries are necessary. I feel like this is saying like healthy boundaries, or that boundaries are key. In the reverse, to me, this feels like an outright, like, nope, no, I don't feel like dealing with boundaries. I just feel like a sense of your child may be really strong-willed when it comes to things. Given the other cards that are played or laying out, especially with this unique card, it says, I'm unique. Today I will appreciate everything that makes me me and celebrate the differences that make me one of a kind. This is coming off like just first read as arrogance. You have disrespect for nature, as a disconnect from the mind body, a disregard for boundaries. There's something there in this, there's something deeper that happened. So there could have been something that was said in the week before that threw them off, or they didn't get their way. And Virgos can be very nitpicky. They can be perfectionists. So something may not have gone their way. And in their own little minds, they're like, no, I'm just going to do what I want. Or they're going to kind of assess or move or do something a certain way. And they just have a disregard. So it's almost like a defiant arrogance. Like, this didn't work out. Like, I don't know. It feels like a rebellious response, not respecting the process, not really connecting within themselves, and just being in their ego, and almost like this arrogance, like, I'm unique, I can do what I want, I don't have to listen to anybody, I don't have boundaries. So let me know how that resonates for you and with you. We're going to move on to our fire signs. Hey, parents of our fire children, that's Cardinal, Aries, Fixed Leo, and Mutable Sagittarius. Let's see what the focus of the week is for you. The overall focus for everybody is strength, needing strength to see something differently. In your case, for your children, it's needing the strength to blossom, or blossoming is where strength will be needed most. And I chuckle because I'm a Sagittarius and I can see already how that will apply. So let's see what the energies are for your Aries children. Makes sense. Got a lot of red here. Okay. So your Aries child for the week of the 25th is that they are struggling with patience. I get it. And it's funny that these messages are coinciding with the April or the May readings. So make sure you check those out. They're impatient about something. I think they could also be fixated on, what it is that they want to do. They're like, I'm impatient. I want something to happen. I want something to go my way. It's a budding thing. Don't know what it is yet. They have objectivity in reverse. I get blindsided. There's something that they're not seeing. So they're not being like objective or not seeing something. They're not taking a step back to look at something clearly. You may have to help them if you have an Aries child, depending on what their moon is. You may have some challenges with that. And they also have I am me and I am awesome in reverse. So I definitely I feel like they're confident. Like, I'm not getting any sadness at all. It's like, I feel like there is an impatience. They are ready to move forward with something. I do not know what it is, but whatever it is, your child is ready to move on. It's an idea, a project, a summer camp. They're ready for something to be done. They're ready to do what they want, especially if your child is 18. They're ready to live their life now. They're tired of, this schedule. There's something that they already have their mind made up. They already have their mind made up of what they want to do this week. I don't know what it is. It's not really for me to know, but these are the energies that I'm feeling. They don't have patience. They're tired of doing what everybody else wants them to do on their time. They're like, nope, I'm tired of listening to you. I'm ready to go full force. And whatever this is for them, it's promising. It's good. I don't see any blocks or hindrances with that. I just simply see, I just see that the steps that need to be taken objectively, they don't want to follow those. They just want to jump in, do what they want to do, and that's it. And they want to be themselves and be awesome all in the process. So thanks, you guys. Let me know you know, how that resonates for you. We're going to move on to our Leos and see what this week has in store for them. Let's see. I talk about my feelings. Yay! This is awesome. They're having a great week. So good. Yay! So for your Leo children, I talk about my feelings. They're expressive, they're happy, they're confident, they feel free. Things, you know, their throat chakra, their heart chakra isn't blocked. They're able to speak and communicate clearly. They're just in a good space. They feel, it's like they have this burst of confidence this week where they can express themselves. They are living an extraordinary life. They are happy. They are blissful. There's something that is of acceptance to them. And look, we have the heart chakra here, in a sense, the color. And you can help solidify that even further by accepting their acceptance. They have the happy card. I am happy. I will find 5 things to be happy about, or 5 things that make me laugh, and then be happy I found 5 things. So your Leo child is having a great week. They don't really have, I mean, they are blossoming. That's what this is all about, right? They are blossoming. So I don't know what this is specific to. That's not coming up for me. I just read emotions and energy, primarily, maybe because I have a Cancer rising, and that's how I sense the world around me. But Leos are having a good week. They may be more jovial. They're just lighthearted, and that's the way that it should be. So enjoy this. You know, they may be more talkative than normal, but enjoy that they are just, it's easy for them to communicate how they feel, and they're just on top of their little world. It's like, you know, the cherry on top, so to speak. Let's move on to our not Capricorn or Cancer, our Sagittarius children for the week of the 25th through May 1st. So what's going on? Well, the cool thing is that during this week, they are comfortable in their own space. They're comfortable in their own skin. There's things that are progressing. You see this child moving up a mountain. They're in a good frame of mind. Discover your sparkle. They have brilliance in reverse. It could be that either they've already discovered their sparkle, or there's certain things that they're not privy to just yet. They have responsibility in reverse. They may need to be reminded of responsibility by you. But it also could be that they don't have any cares in the world. So I'm getting 2 messages primarily. I'm also seeing the crown chakra for your Sagittarian little ones. So I'm not feeling the burden of responsibility. Things could be a lot lighter for them. They could have discovered their sparkle. Let's see. I am understanding. Today I will take the extra time to listen more than I speak and try to see things through someone else's eyes. And now this brings something up to me. I think your Sagittarius child, like you already know, they can be blunt. They are going to tell it like it is with somebody. I feel like there's an instance that's coming up for me that I'm feeling your child has done some growth. They are blossoming. There's a situation where they are now comfortable in their own skin. They feel that they've paid their dues. They, whatever the case may be, they have learned a lesson and they are comfortable in their own space. Maybe now they are like harvesting their sparkle. They're understanding how stuff works. They're strengthening their sparkle to help it blossom. They are cultivating this gift of, being in their own space. And then on top of that, it's like they almost feel like, you know what? No, I'm responsible to no one. I've been responsible. I'm tired of being responsible for other people. I'm not carrying the burden of responsibility. Things are going to be light and easy for me. And no, I'm not going to be understanding. I'm going to have a level of compassion, but I'm going to tell you like it is. I'm just going to be blunt because I'm tired of doing XYZ and, you know, just giving people extra time that they don't deserve. So I see that. I see that, you know, this is a week of strength for them. That makes sense for me. They are blossoming, and they're blossoming in their own voice. So that's what I'm getting for your Sagittarius child. Thanks for joining me. Now we are moving on to our air signs. That is Cardinal Libra, Fixed Aquarius, and Mutable Gemini. Let's go ahead and see what is in store for the week of the 25th through May 1st. For your Libra children, something is amiss. We don't know yet, or at least I don't, but we'll find out. So it says, it's okay just to be me. It's like something has come up where that's not an option. Rejoice and laugh. They have honesty in reverse. You may have to help them discover ways to tell the truth or let something out. And they have I am loved in reverse. Today I will stop and appreciate the love that surrounds me. The world is a beautiful place where you are able to share it with those you love and who love you. It's possible that your child doesn't feel loved. And even in the upright, I could sometimes get the sense that that's the case. And the reverse, it could also mean, you know, that they are just doing themselves. But these are telling me something that, you know, that it's not okay to be themselves. And I don't know exactly what this is, so I am actually going to pull some clarifiers. I'll try to do this quickly. So I don't want this to be an hour read. It's like, because if you know anything about uploading videos, the longer that they are, the longer it takes for them to upload. All right. So I'm asking, thank you so much. Clarify, please. Just want to pull a card, really. Two of Cups. Could be a love relationship. That makes sense. Oh, I see now. Aww. This is making sense. For some. Yeah, there's matters of the heart. There's a choice here. This could be specifically this message that I'm getting is for like a love relationship where I wouldn't say that there's, you know, abuse. I mean, that's possible, emotional abuse, but I feel like someone they don't feel okay. They do not feel, a specific message that I'm getting is that, you know, they don't feel loved by someone. It could be a romantic relationship if they're Libra adults. But we have the it's okay to be me linked with the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is a union. It's love, it's connection, it's acceptance. Give me a second. Had to go check on the little one. It's like when you hear thuds and stuff, it's like, okay, what is that? I just feel like there's someone external that is impacting their ability to feel okay. Someone that they look up to, could be a family member, but a relationship where they don't feel like they measure up. I mean, and it doesn't have to be a family dynamic. It could be, if they're an adult, it could be a boss situation. So Two of Cups isn't necessarily romantic love as much as it is some kind of connection with someone. But I feel like with this this Eight of Swords in reverse, I feel like they are coming. There is a change, because the Eight of Swords in the upright, you know, it's bondage, but this was in reverse. And so, yes, this mirrors this message of rejoice and laugh. So I feel like there's some kind of internal message or internal guidance system that's telling them that whatever they're not feeling okay about, that is dissolving, that these, you know, mental chains and things are breaking away, where they can be liberated and free to just accept themselves and rejoice. With the honesty card, we pulled 2. So I feel like there's a choice being made. They have the Two of Pentacles in reverse. Two of Pentacles, it's like, I don't know, I'm juggling. I don't know which way to turn. I'm carrying too much. And I feel like they are getting rid of things that it's like this awareness. Oh, we didn't even find out what the card is for the I'll do that in a second. But it's like this awareness that something needs to change. And they have the Seven of Swords in reverse. To me, like, this person is running away from something, you know, running away from being dishonest. And I feel like this is an exposure of truth. Something is like, something is being exposed. Some exodus, some exiting is happening. Some truth will be found. Something will be told. Something, you know, is coming out. So the good thing is I do see this changing. So I'm glad that I clarified, because now this makes sense to me. Whatever stuck energy this was for your child, they're coming out of it. So if your child is an adult, you can rejoice that they're coming out of this stuck energy. I don't know how long they may have been dealing with it. But the Ten of Wands is an exodus, a leaving. And with it in reverse, I feel like they're returning to love, to themselves. So to make a long story short, something is reversing for them. They, you know, it's okay to just be me. Love is coming in for themselves. Love for themselves is coming in. And so they need the strength to do that. And let's see what the focus is for the air signs. Resilience, yes. Something that they needed to bounce back from. So that's your message for your Libra children. Let's get these cards on out the way. And now let's move on to your Aquarius child. In what areas are they going to need the strength to be resilient? And it appears that love is a theme, but it's all good. So I see sacral chakra, I see root chakra, so foundations that they may need the strength to underpin. Your Aquarius child has I love having fun in reverse. And I wouldn't say that they don't enjoy having fun. They could be a little serious, or there's a reluctancy to have fun right now. They may not be in the mood. They do have red, which is free yourself from pain. So they may need to disconnect from something that is no longer serving them. And they have the change card. So you may have to help facilitate a change. They are in the process of changing. And I am friendly in reverse. Today I will say hello and smile at everyone I see, my friends and family, and even the friends I haven't met yet. They're closed off about something. Don't know what it is, but they will definitely need the strength and resilience to push themselves through. I will do a very quick clarifier because I don't like to spend too many times, or I do not like long readings. only because I know I don't listen to long readings myself. I skip through them. So I definitely don't want to drag this out, but this is for someone. So let's go ahead and see what the clarifiers are. And nice. Yes, yes, yes. There we go. Good messages. These two. Cool, 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 cool. Some secrets are coming out. Some things are being released. So we have the Nine of Pentacles for your child. It was in reverse. Nine of Pentacles has to do with just feeling good, everything going right. Something is not going right in their material world. It could be school, it could be home, but it's some kind of external environment. It's just not fun. You see the colors. They have the Emperor. The Emperor is like, there's a strength within this Emperor that they're having the strength and the resilience to free themselves from whatever is not serving them. There is a change that's coming with this Page of Pentacles. It's like not like the Ace of Pentacles, but it's a desire to do something different. And then finally with the Moon, and there's this friendly card that they're not friendly. There's something beneath the surface. There's some secrets or something beneath the surface that is causing them to, kind of go into hiding. They have the Nine of Cups, which is usually like fulfillment and bliss. No, it may not be that, but I see this as a reckless abandon, just getting rid of stuff that no longer serves them. So, they don't feel like being friendly because they are going inward. So I hope that gives you a little bit of clarification as far as what's going on with your Aquarius child. Refer to the May reading if you need more information, or you can contact me if you'd like a personal as well. Parents of Gemini children, let's see what this week has in store for you. We're dealing with strength and resilience. Okay, so confirmation that I am strong. So we have I learn from my mistakes in reverse. We also have I am strong. Today I will tap into my power, whether it is playing a sport, handling a problem, or doing something that is normally hard for me in school. There's some issue of integrity here. And lastly, we have fun with your inner child. The message that comes to mind, immediately I'm drawn to this integrity card. And you see like this inferno. Externally, I feel that there was someone that breached integrity. You may have to teach lessons as to why integrity is important, or encourage your little one surrounding integrity. But I feel like someone did not act with integrity, and your child took note of that and responded accordingly by not engaging too much further with this individual. So I feel like a lesson has been learned. In the upright it says, I learned from my mistakes. It could say that a mistake just happened and they're encouraged to learn from their mistakes, or they are learning from their mistakes. But I feel like they've already had their head bumped, or they've already encountered the mistake and they're correcting it. And they are focusing on just enjoying their childhood. They've turned, I feel like there was an upset or something happened where someone didn't act with integrity. And they've just redirected. They're going to do them. They're going to focus on their inner child. They're going to have fun. But it required them to do a 180 or shift or redirect their energy and focus. It could have been somebody that, you know, was important to them or that they valued. And, you know, once that breach of integrity or that they question this other person's integrity based on their actions, your child was like, oh, I've learned, don't want to touch that, don't want to be bothered, not going to, you know, engage with that person. You know, I'm going to redirect my energy, focus on myself, fill my cup, and, you know, just do what is normally hard for them. But in this particular instance, I feel that the offense was just so obvious that it didn't take them but a split second to say, nope, not associating with that person. So, you know, it required them to, or it will require them this week to have some resilience, to cut themselves off, to bounce back, to refocus their energy, to, you know, not engage with things that don't serve them. They learn their mistake and they're taking care of them. Thank you, parents of water signs. Let's see what's in store for the month or for the week for your Cancer, or what do you call that? Cardinal Cancer, our fixed Scorpio, and mutable Pisces sign. So the overall theme for the week is strength. And let's see how this applies. Faith. Beautiful. You got the moon, which is a Cancer sign. Cancer is, you know, like the mother goddess. She rules the chest area. So that is a very telling card for the water children, the water babies this week. Let's see what's going on with Cancer. My body is beautiful just the way it is. Awesome. Developing mental clarity this week. They have trust in reverse. And also, I am one of a kind. There could be an instance where the lesson learned this week is that they are learning. An offense happened with trust. You maybe needed to help reestablish some trust or teach them about trust, boundaries, you know, things like that. But I feel like, you know, some form of trust was breached that maybe made them question, you know, their uniqueness, their talents, their abilities. It says, I am one of a kind. Today I will do something to express my uniqueness, post a photo or share a story that shows my own original style. It could be a case where they don't want to share or they're being reclusive, but I feel like, you know, I just get the sense that someone said something or made them second guess, and there is a going inward to process, you know, and having the faith to believe like, no, that's not true. You know, I love my body just the way it is. I am one of a kind. Someone gave them misinformation, and just having the faith that no, with what has been shared with them, what has been told with them is true. So they've had to develop some mental clarity surrounding that breach of trust. My body is beautiful just the way it is. So I know that that's very quick, very brief, but I hope that that helps to provide some guidance for you in the month ahead. Feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions. And also check out the May's monthly. Those are already out now. Let's move on to our Scorpio children for the week of May 25th through May 1st. So we have, I concentrate well, which is something that Scorpio children do. They can do. They like to hyper focus on things. Connect to your deepest inner knowing, so they could be very well in tune with themselves. Aloneness. They are not feeling alone this week. They could be connecting with others, or at least in their solitude, they are connecting with themselves, and therefore they don't feel alone. I am special in reverse. Today, I will take a moment to be proud of who I am. I will write down 5 things I like about myself. And they probably are in a place where they feel special. They know who they are. So I see this week for your Scorpio children going inward, going deep, using the strength to reinvest in themselves, concentrating, developing like that inner knowing, even in their solitude, not feeling alone and knowing that they are special. So I don't know the specifics. I'm not going to go into the specifics. If you need clarification, like I said, comment, reach out to me, watch the May readings for a little bit more clarification as well. But in the month or this week for April, I see a sense of peace. I see quiet. I see contentment. I see rest. There's a contentment that they know who they are, that they do not feel alone, that they are concentrating on what is important to them. If it looks and it feels good. So kudos to our Scorpio children and your parents. May you help them as they move forward and not feeling alone. Lastly, but not least, we have our Pisces children. This is awesome. Sweet. Mama likes independence, especially when you got Pisces kids who are clingy. I said that, yes. I'm a Sagittarius, so of course I would think that. I like myself just the way I am. So there's a beautiful just strength and faith and recharging in that for our Pisces babies, where they are just content. They love their bodies. They love themselves. And that it's interesting that that's with all of the water signs this week. There's this focus of self, this appreciation of self, that they're revitalizing the nervous system. There's health, there's vitality. They may desire to be more still or ask for more comfort time with you. So that be advised and make time for them to have more cuddles, to be close to you, because that closeness is important for their nervous system to revitalize it. There is a level of independence, and I feel like by you allowing them to explore their world and to be close, that they will understand and develop more independence, and they're utilizing their independence by discovering what that is by being close to you, if that makes sense. So I feel like the more that you allow them to connect with you and to be close to you, that you are stirring that stability within them, and that stability gives them the confidence to explore their world further without you, and kind of generates a strength of independence and gives them the faith that they can do what they need to out in the world. They have the Curious card in reverse. It says, I am curious. Today I will try something new that I have never done before. That's how I find out what I like to do and what I'm good at. So I don't get this blind questioning curiosity. I get a stillness that they're really just content and happy with where they are. So I hope that helps. I know these are brief messages, but again, it's you. And I thank you for tuning in. These messages are for you. It's you that I do these messages for. So if you tune in for just a brief moment, that's all that matters. I'm just so glad that you found this message and that you took the time to see if it was valuable for you. So that's the weekly messages for everyone. Thank you all so much for listening. I thank you and I appreciate you for liking, for sharing and subscribing and hitting the notification bell so you can never miss a message. And you guys have a great week, and I'll see you soon.